Hi, would you like to spend a few minutes with me in 1938? If you're new here, my name is Marissa. I'm a romance writer. I'm a historical fiction romance writer, and I just like to look up newspapers to see if I could get a feel of what was going on at the time. And my next book is set in 1938. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. And today we're going to be looking at the Call and Post from, what does that say, October 6th, 1938. And the Call and Post, it appears that it was an African American newspaper in Cleveland, Ohio. So let's see what they're talking about. Okay, so the cover, first thing, very interesting. I don't know if you can see right under the 5 cents, but the phone number is there. It's Endicott, ENDICOTT 1366. So the newspaper had a phone number. There's 12 pages, costs a nickel. And at the top, I think I cut it off, but it talks about Burton speaks out on a Woodland Hills pool. And this article over here on the left-hand side that you see is about how the pool is for all races. And there was an incident, of course, because the white people didn't want the colored people to use the swimming pool. And so it's interesting how in 1938 we're talking about the integration or being able to have a community pool for everyone. So let's jump into some interesting articles. So first, that big picture that you see in the middle is the Republicans map out a campaign strategy. And I don't know what the article is underneath it, but now, I promise I'm not being political. This is just what's on the newspaper from 1938. Okay, so right next to the Republican picture is, and I cut off accidentally the title of this next article, but it says, Police hold 4 who engaged in indecent act. Guests leap from windows when police break in. And so here is where the article goes. Smashing into the Central Democratic headquarters, home of the Ohio State Democratic League at East 71st and Central Avenue last Saturday night, a police vice squad under Lieutenant Molinar and Detective John Jones arrested more than 300 men who were watching the showing of obscene motion pictures and lewd performances by nude women as part of the entertainment provided at a smoker sponsored by, according to confiscated tickets, the 18th Ward Junior Democratic Club. Working in relay, some 40 patrol cars hauled the guests to Central Station where they signed waivers and were released. Powell, 43 of 10728 Goodings Avenue, and charged him with exhibiting lewd motion pictures. So they had a party in 1938 for the Democratic headquarters, showing lewd motion pictures. Okay, let's keep reading. Two of the women performers, Helen Lavere, 28, of 9401 Cedar Avenue, and Ruth Lamar, 21, were charged with dancing in the nude, while another man, Alfred Dorsey, of 2720 Wicklow. I like how they put your whole address on here for everyone to know. Is a guest who is said to have volunteered his services during the performances, was charged with engaging in an indecent act with Helen Lavere. Cleveland. Y'all had some mess going on in October. And so I think it was probably an election year, so they probably had an election coming up in November. We're going to have to go back and look. But anyhow, this is interesting. Let's move on to another article. Okay, so let me get out of the way, and you guys can shoot screenshot if you want to read it yourself. But I'll read it to you because why not? We're here. Heavy drinker drops dead while talking. George dropped dead as he sat in a chair talking to a Mrs. Sarah Moten at 1:30 Sunday. His body was recovered to county morgue. Relatives ascertained from papers found in his person were notified. So this dude, George Jennings, was just chilling on the porch and he just died because he drank too much. Red Lantern's bartender died. He died in his sleep. So what's really interesting is the son of Booker T. Washington died at Tuskegee. So E. Davidson Washington, the second son of Booker T. Washington, famous educator and founder of Tuskegee Institute, died Saturday afternoon at the John A. Andrews Memorial Hospital here. Mr. Washington, who passed away after a prolonged illness, is survived by his widow and 4 daughters, a sister, and some other relatives. So interesting. Booker T. Washington's son died in October of 1938. Okay, we're going to do one last article because I'm getting tired and it's hard for me to read out loud. Okay, so shoots ex-friend who annoyed her. In what was labeled a revenge shooting by Cleveland police, Cola Putnam, 33, of East 53rd Street, was shot by a woman with whom he had been living late Thursday night. That woman, Lula Cooper, told police that she had parted from Cola on September 24th after he had cut her on the arm. They met, she said, in the rear of 2688 East 55th Street Thursday night, and when he threatened her, she let him have it. Okay? I know that's right, Lula Cooper. I see a domestic dispute, okay? I see friends, ex-friend, but they were living together? Why would she shoot him? Because he cut her? In Cleveland? Wow. Y'all had everything happening in 1938. Anyhow, Cola was going away at the time, and at Charity Hospital, doctor said the bullet wound would not be, or it would be uncomfortable, but not fatal. Anyhow, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching and spending time with me in 1938. Just as a friendly reminder, my newest book, All She Ever Wanted, is available on Amazon or wherever you go and buy your books online. So get it. It is an African-American historical romance set in 1920 in Greenwood, Oklahoma. And I'll see you on the next video. Okay? Love you. Bye.